So we're here with one of the co-writers of Kill Shakespeare. So first of all, tell us about Kill Shakespeare, the plot and the characters. I take it it's a bit deeper than the title implies, just people trying to kill Shakespeare.
We have no depth. We're shallow. We are shallow men in a shallow universe. No, Kill Shakespeare it's an action adventure story. So it's kind of like Shakespeare in Love meets Lord of the Rings with a little dash of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And what it is we take all of Shakespeare's greatest heroes and most menacing villains, and we pit them against each other on this quest to either save or kill a mysterious wizard by the name of, wait for it, William Shakespeare. I know, I just blew your mind there, didn't I?
Is that a spoiler?
And that is a spoiler. Kill Shakespeare has nothing to do with killing Shakespeare. So basically, yeah, it's, if you like your Shakespeare, there are a lot of Easter eggs for you. There are all your favorite characters that you know. But if you're someone like most of us who had some high school English, maybe you've seen a play or a movie based on one of the plays, you can really dig Kill Shakespeare. It's a really fun Lord of the Rings style action adventure story. And the best case scenario we've had is we have Shakespeare fans telling us that now they read comics because of Kill Shakespeare, and we have comics fans saying, you know what, I read a Shakespearean play for the first time since grade 10 because I really love your comic and I totally want to know more about Othello, and that's what we're trying to hope to do.
And it's been a very successful series so far, so what do you think going into the end, the whole experience has been with the Kill Shakespeare book?
Who said this was the end? I mean, this is just the beginning. When Luke flew down the tunnel and blew up the Death Star, was that the end? No, that was just the beginning.
I stand corrected. But I meant the end of the first run, of course.
Oh, right, of course. No, it's, I don't know, it's kind of nice, right? It's nice to accomplish something. It's nice to say, we set out to want to tell this story, we did it, nobody's punched us in the face. It's been pretty good. Like, there haven't been any sort of like Shakespearean death threats. I'm almost kind of disappointed in that. So, I mean, if you're out there, you can go to killshakespeare.com and just send us some death threats, just so that we know you love us. But no, it's been fun. I mean, I don't know, like 3 years ago when we were starting to write this, forget about it, like 9 years ago when we came up with the idea, we had no idea if we were ever going to be here. So yeah, it's really nice. It's pretty cool.
How are you finding, because this book has gotten a lot of press, a lot of people are talking about it, but as you come to these cons, have you been seeing an increase in awareness and even more new fans as have been going along?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when you go to a show for a second time, I think that makes a big difference. Like, just last year was the first time we were going to Baltimore and Boston, Montreal. And every time it seems to get bigger. Like, Halifax was one of the first conventions we ever went to. And last year when we went there, we had our first cosplayers. And that was cool. We had like a King Richard, Lady Macbeth cosplay. Yeah, so that was really cool.
I saw the pictures on the site. I don't suppose there's been any this weekend.
Not that I've seen, actually, no. Hopefully at Fan Expo. We're holding out. We've got some plans to do some fun stuff at Fan Expo. So we're hoping we'll get a lot of fans dressed up.
Well, that sounds great. Can you talk a little bit maybe what's in the book's future past issue 12 and how you're going to keep the storyline going past the initial run? Sure.
I mean, actually, we just were finished off basically making the deal with IDW to do the next set of Kill Shakespeare as a comic. We're just doing our brainstorming and our beat sheet right now for the next trade. It's going to still involve, Hamlet, Juliet, Othello, characters like that. But we've got a lot of new characters we're planning on bringing in, especially a couple of great villains that we both really like. But beyond that, we've been really lucky. We've been asked to write Kill Shakespeare as a screenplay. We've had interest in both here in Canada and Los Angeles to do it as a movie or a TV show. And we're also working on a beta version of a game for Kill Shakespeare. So we got a lot of stuff on the go.
Great. Is it going to be like a continuation, like it's going to go to Kill Shakespeare number 13, or is it going to be like a sequel like Kill Shakespeare 2?
That's a good question. We were chatting about that the other day. I think we're probably going to call it like Kill Shakespeare : I won't give away the title, but that way, people who are already reading Kill Shakespeare will know it's still the series and they can pick it up. But I think to start at 13, especially after it would be almost like a year break, I think a lot of people would sort of think, oh shoot, I don't remember how the last one ended, maybe I shouldn't pick it up. And for somebody new, I think 13 is scary. We want somebody to say, hey, what's this? Can I pick it up and read it? Yeah, for sure. It's a continuation of where we were, but it's also, again, its own story.
And you talk about not getting punched in the face by the purists out there, but in terms of like the kind of reaction you're getting from like English lit professors and people who teach this stuff, or maybe just the connoisseurs, what's that reaction?
Most of them really like it. I mean, there's such a long history of people, goofing around with Shakespeare's plays. Oh, like Richard III, the one with Ian McKellar, was done, and that was basically set, in World War II. There's been a lot of 10 things I hate about you, right? Like that's taming the shrew, right? So I think a lot of people who love their Shakespeare are saying, oh, you're just doing something that's already out there, but what they are really interested in is that we're doing something new. This is a new adventure for Hamlet. And occasionally somebody doesn't like exactly what we've done, but for the most part they really like it. Although I'll give you the caveat, we go off to Boston in a couple of weeks for our first appearance at the Shakespeare Association of America annual conference. There'll be 1,200 Shakespearean experts there. So if you interview me again for Fan Expo, it means they liked us and they kept us alive. Otherwise, yeah, maybe we're going to get torn limb from limb.
Well, for fans of the book already, what's like the next thing they can expect and look forward to from the Kill Shakespeare brand?
The next thing they'll probably see is more comics. And if we're really lucky, we're going to be doing something really cool with the first 2 issues that for those of you who have iPads and you're using comics on your mobile devices, we're hoping to have a really kick-ass, kind of a kick-ass beta for you guys to help us test. So fans, buy your iPads, help us test out a really cool digital idea we've got coming down the pike.
And for anyone who wants to learn more about Kill Shakespeare, where can they go?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. You can go to killshakespeare.com. You can find us at Facebook at Kill Shakespeare, Twitter, also Kill Shakespeare, or catch us at any of the other Toronto conventions the next few months. We'll be here in force.
Great.